All right, Alex, we've talked about infrastructure before, I believe, with this administration. Infrastructure Week, I believe, was a thing with this administration. What exactly is the plan now with this administration?
Who knew it was Infrastructure Week again? We're not aware of any actual plan. We're aware of a tweet. Trump tweeted today that he wants a $2 trillion infrastructure plan. I think what he's probably figuring, and this is just speculation now, the last time we talked about an infrastructure plan with Congress, negotiations fell apart because Democrats told him, you need to figure out how to pay for it. Trump didn't want to because that would mean proposing a tax increase probably. And so it flopped. That was in May of last year. So now he's just signed a $2 trillion stimulus bill related to coronavirus that has practically no pay-fors of any kind in it. It's just deficit spending. And I think he is thinking that he might be able to get an infrastructure bill through Congress during this crisis that isn't paid for, that doesn't have any tax increases or any kind of fees or tolls or anything like that, just deficit spending on infrastructure.
Well, Alex, given the political climate then and how fast we got that $2 trillion phase 3 relief package out the door, is the political climate maybe a little bit different this time around? We're maybe putting in an infrastructure bill of this magnitude without it being paid for might actually fly through Congress.
I think it is more favorable for a bill like this. Yeah, definitely. We all saw how quickly the $2 trillion bill moved last week. Republicans really didn't put up much resistance. No, there were very few complaints about the bill not being paid for. Now that might change with an infrastructure bill. Republicans in the past have demanded that an infrastructure bill do stuff like include the private sector, so you would have toll roads and fees for airports or whatever. They might bring up those objections again for an attempt to pass an infrastructure bill. But there's definitely appetite on both sides of the aisle for another stimulus measure related to coronavirus, because everybody's looking at the numbers, the job numbers, and all the signs that are pointing toward a really bad recession from the coronavirus. And Congress is very eager to pour more money into the economy.
Okay, Alex, that makes sense. But at the same time, no one is actually in Washington right now. I believe both chambers of Congress are on recess. Yeah. Very quickly here, when are they due to come back?
I believe they are not scheduled to hold any votes until April 20th. But that doesn't mean that their aides aren't here. They've got people, of course, who work for them in Washington who are busy probably drafting up the next proposals for the next round of stimulus. Nancy Pelosi said yesterday she's got some things in mind. It would probably be a lot of stuff recycled from the House stimulus proposal last week that was rejected by the Senate and by the White House. But trust me, there are people hard at work in Washington right now drafting up the next stimulus.